Good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome to this week's Weekly Energy Boost. My name is Elisheva, and today Eitan and I are revealing the secrets behind awakening abundance through gratitude. This is a topic, both abundance and gratitude, are topics that we've touched upon before. If you notice, many times the year provides us with multiple opportunities to connect and deepen our awareness and reveal aspects of ourselves in different ways multiple times over the course of a year. But as you've been listening in the last few weeks, we're gearing up in a special way toward creating a different year for ourselves in the coming month. And part of that technology, part of that system is redefining how we experience the blessings in our lives, shifting our perspectives, and of course, opening ourselves up to receive even greater blessings. And today, the tool we're focusing on for that is gratitude. Weekly Energy Boost is a 7-day spiritual weather forecast where we provide our listeners with the most practical and powerful tools to navigate the coming 7 days by gleaning through the wisdom and tools of Kabbalah and providing our listeners in every episode with timeless wisdom and tools that can help you not only in this week to navigate potential challenges and accessing the gifts, but really any time of the year, any time of your life. And because we're still in the month of Elul, in the month of Virgo, where every moment of the month is an opportunity to travel back in time and redefine how our past influences and affects not only the current version of us, but also the future version of us, the potential version of us. We want to take time today to break down and understand how to use the unique gift of this week to expand our future selves, to heal the past, and to use the present moment use the present moment as the maximum catalyst for the goals and the desires and the true soul cravings, I guess you could call it, that are within each one of us. So, Eitan, we've been talking these last few weeks about really how to take advantage of the unique gifts of this month and then specifically the week. What is so special about this week and how can we make sure not to miss those gifts?
Yeah, I think it's so powerful that very often when we are reflecting, what do I need to change? My reactive nature, my judgmental nature, I hurt other people. And very often we are overlooking the obvious. What about so many moments in the past year that we were blessed, but for some reason we took it for granted? For some reason, we chose to focus on what I'm lacking. For some reason, we didn't spend enough time to appreciate, to feel that the Creator is with us and I'm blessed beyond. Because all those moments in the past year that I bypassed the opportunity to bless, what I actually have done, I created a disconnection from the Creator. And that I would love to fix and to transform. And it's never too late. We can do it now. So while we will speak about deeper consciousness of true gratitude for the right intention, we will recommend everybody that is listening as part of this weekly reflection of the past year to actually observe those moments that we took for granted. So I would like to start first more the deeper, bigger picture behind gratitude. The deeper picture behind that consciousness, gratitude, and true appreciation. A lot of people would say, the reason I would like to practice gratitude because I'll be happier, which is beautiful. It's a good beginning. Or because more gratitude you have, more blessings you can attract, which is also great. But ultimately, let's look at our purpose in life. Our purpose in life is to get closer to the Creator. and to get closer to the Creator is to increase my level of trust of the Creator and to act like the Creator. That's called dvekut, or cleaving and oneness. How do I elevate my vibration from thoughts, heart, action to be like the Creator, which is more in a state of true giving without agenda? Because that's the only way I can really experience and become one with the Creator. And at the same time, when you're one with something or someone, you trust, especially that the Creator is the infinite force of giving. Now we know that the Creator created two paths for us to transform and to get closer to that energy of oneness, which will allow endless blessings and more. It will allow my true gift and potential to shine. One is through challenges and cares that will wake me up to that reality. And one through gratitude and appreciation. Change, growth, innovation, having lasting blessings in our life and lasting experiencing of the light of the Creator doesn't have to be through the path of challenge. And yes, always will be some challenges. But in our ultimate purpose and in the depth of our DNA, we meant to grow not from suffering and pain, from gratitude and appreciation. And remember, there's two forces within us. The ego, what is the motivating force of the ego? I need to change my life because I am lacking now. That's the driving force of the ego. I want to achieve more. I want to get more because I am lacking. That's the constant reality of the ego. That's the constant lenses of the ego. I will look at myself, at life, at situation, at my accomplishment. I am lacking. That's a deep belief system. And for that reason, I want to change my life that I'll be happy, which is illusionary perception of reality. From the soul point of view, yes, I'm driven to grow and to improve, but I am blessed. Huge difference. I am blessed or am I lucky? Appreciation is awakened in the belief system that the Creator is in me and I'm blessed right now. And from that place I want to grow. And it's a choice. It's a daily choice. It's hundreds of tests a day. Am I lacking? Am I blessed? And from that place I want to grow. So that's the first thing. Am I actually driven by I'm lacking or I am blessed? And when I'm driven by I am blessed, change, growth, miracles happen through blessings, not through suffering. And even I might go through challenges. Imagine you feel in the midst of it, I am blessed. That's the path the Creator gave us. The question is, what does it mean practically? How do we shift that consciousness daily from I'm lacking to I am blessed? How can you shift it now? Where would you start, Elisheva?
Well, I think when we're stuck in a mindset of lack, the quickest way to shift out of it or to begin to move out of it is to ask yourself, what's the best thing that happened to me today? Such a small, I think even for the neurons in the brain to stop the flow of negative thinking and reflect on the day and say, what did I enjoy today? What was special for me today? And I remember even asking this in a class. People said things like taking my dog for a walk in the sunshine, talking to my uncle, and all these different, we would call them mundane moments. Nobody was talking about winning the lottery or, hearing from a doctor that they're cured from a disease. These were very simple, typical moments that you maybe have 10, 20, 30 in a day that you move so quickly through that we miss the opportunity to feel the goodness of the light in those moments. So whenever I'm speaking with someone who's asking for a shift in this consciousness, in this perception, it always begins with, what's the best thing that happened to you today? And even if it's you had a delicious cup of tea or coffee, or you watched the sunrise, attaching your heart and your mind to the appreciation, to that moment where you really, what the universe did, if we understand the way that the system works, the universe is giving us constant opportunities throughout the day to connect to the light of the creator. So we can look at, I don't know, we get a bill in the mail for, I don't know, electricity or water, right? And we can say, oh my God, another bill I have to pay. But we can also say, thank God I live in a house where I have utilities that I need to pay. Thank God I have a job that helps me pay. And to feel in that moment, the lack or the blessing is really a choice. And if we don't slow down every so often and take the time to do that, I can't find, I'm not sure I know the exact word, how to distinguish from having a gratitude journal, making a list of all the blessings in your life. It's good and it's important, but it's not the same thing as dedicating that time to feeling the light inside the goodness that you experience in your life, especially when you are feeling lack. That really is like the cure for being bombarded by negative thoughts, when you're hard on yourself, when you're comparing yourself to others, when you're feeling insecure or anxious about something. You stop and you ask yourself, what is the best thing that happened to me today? And it doesn't have to be something monumental. The opposite. You start to realize that in those small moments of goodness, the universe is sending you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to recognize the light of the creator in everything that happens in your life. And the more you do it, like you said, Eitan, that's really the basis. That's the magnet that begins to grow that connection of oneness versus craving that oneness because we feel like we're so in the dark, which you might accomplish them. The end result may be the same, but think about what kind of ease and joy is in the process when you're proactively creating that affinity by shifting the way you feel about the little things that are happening in your life.
That's beautiful. Thing is, it's something important. It's so easy to bypass those moments of blessings if you don't pause, because actually there's a deep Kabbalistic teaching that's saying that every day we meant to bless and to thank the Creator at least 100 times. And 100 times is the critical mass that you're shifting your mind from lack consciousness to I am blessed consciousness. 100 times. Now there's also deep Kabbalistic teaching that is saying, as we know, the Creator created the opponent to challenge mankind, the negative force, and it's actually the job of the opponent, the job of the evil inclination, is to try to prevent us see and feel and express true internal gratitude that I'm blessed in this moment. So another way to look at this, when I'm looking at life from lacking consciousness, ego consciousness, I'm searching for the diamonds tomorrow. I'm searching for the diamonds after I'll fix this problem, for the diamond of a feel-good conversation, for the diamond of closing a deal, for the diamond of my pain will be removed. The Creator tells us, I gave you today, 100 diamonds. Just search for that. Because those 100 diamonds, if you recognize them, and I'm not suggesting you have anxiety, I have only 97, should have 100. No, don't get to that lack of consciousness. But if you really know this diamond right now, the illusionary consciousness of the ego, when I will fix. So guess what's happening when you're gonna fix and you're gonna get what you wanted, the thought will bring you happiness. Because the consciousness is when I will, when you're gonna get it, you're still gonna have, but when I will fix the next thing. So shifting the consciousness, there's 100 diamonds today. For example, we have a short memory. It's part of the challenge. And yesterday, your stomach feel, yesterday, let's say your stomach felt amazing. Today, your stomach don't feel good. And then 10 minutes later, your stomach feel good. Very often, when we don't feel great, the stomach don't feel great, or whatever issues you have digestion issues, you have backache, you cannot exercise when you want it, we realize, wow, I should have appreciated yesterday when things were flowing in my body, when I didn't feel the anxiety and the stress. Remind yourself all these moments of life that you did not, that things were good, that you took for granted. Remind yourself of these moments that things were not good, and look at your body right now. Wow. I feel flow in my chest. I feel amazing conversation with someone. Where did it come from? That's normal. Nothing is normal. You know what's normal? Each one of us is an empty vessel without any energy. Imagine an apple without an energy. It will be rotten. The mere fact that I could have a great conversation with someone, it's the endless light of the Creator sharing His abundance with me right now. The mere fact of my heart functioning right now, all the way from the source of all sources, I'm receiving an energy that nurturing, feeding, healing, protecting my heart, my stomach, my legs. I'm allowed to walk. The beautiful synchronicity in the body. We are good to appreciate a blessing right after potential disaster, potential accident, and then I got saved. That's what consciousness is about. Connect these two realities in the present moment. You feel great, remember, oh, you didn't feel great, and have gratitude. No, but that's not the problems I'm dealing with. We're chasing after fixing problems instead of charging our batteries with connection to the Creator. You are blessed right now. And from that place, deal with issues. It's a war, internal war. The opponent within us wants to take for granted and to focus on what's lacking and to make us things, oh, I will appreciate when only those things will happen in my life.
I think also the connection to drawing, I don't want to even know if I want to use the word physical, but using the tool of gratitude to attract more blessings, right? We have this phrase, we say, what you appreciate, appreciates. But on a Kabbalistic level, the idea is that, right, and I don't know if we speak about it specifically enough because it's one of those concepts that in Kabbalah is so fundamental, it's obvious, everybody must understand it. But the idea is that like attracts like, and therefore light attracts light. So when we operate on that level of abundance, feeling fortunate beyond ever being able to earn my blessings, just overwhelmed with gratitude and appreciation, that creates the most powerful magnet for increasing our blessings. It's like the concept of affinity of form is that when two things are similar, they're close, and when two things are different, they're far. It's not about physical space, right? It's not about proximity. It's about likeness. And that energy, that vibration of abundance creates abundance. It's such a subtle, it almost sounds cliche. It sounds like, okay, and you roll your eyes, of course, abundance creates. No, it's it's something you can measure, that when you appreciate and see the blessing in all of those small moments that we were talking about, the things that are so easy to blast through or to rush through in the course of a day, and you appreciate those moments, you literally attract more. You appreciate the dollar, the $5, the delicious sandwich or smoothie that you had. You literally attract more food, more money, more friendship, it's really the value you place on what you have is what increases what you have.
Absolutely, absolutely. The other day, I met a couple that really love each other, but they were struggling. They're going through a tough time. And of course, usually, each one will present what they're upset about the other person and focusing on what the other person lacking, the behavior, the lack of sensitivity, the lack of appreciation, and everybody had valid points, and I'm sure there's some truth in it. But we started with the exercise. Both of you close your eyes now, just relax. And then look at each other's eyes and tell each other what you appreciate about them. Yeah, we'll deal with the lack. What do you appreciate about them? What is the attributes, the blessings, the goodness, the behaviors, the personalities, the kindness that you appreciate about the other person? And that's shifting the energy of the room after 10 minutes, completely. Then we can learn lessons about our issues. Everybody could take responsibility, how I can be better. Because you're coming from eyes of light. It's very simple. Like you're saying, Elisheva, like attracts like. Are you coming from light or are you coming from anti-light? Light means abundance. Anti-light means lack. Where are you coming from? If you're coming from, wow, I smile naturally because I appreciate you. And then, okay, let's observe how we can be better. Of course, life is about transformation and being better. And actually, the ultimate level of appreciation is when a person is able to appreciate even the challenge. Knowing and eventually drawing the feeling, even though I have no clue, I know the challenge is a gift from the Creator. I choose to appreciate it. Please, the Creator, open my heart to appreciate it. And that's how you're actually totally mastering life and creating miracles beyond. But it's a shift of a mindset. And when we're talking about this period of time, reflect back at the past year. Moment you did not spend enough to appreciate, and because of that, you spend too much time complaining about. Look at the things you're complaining about these days, and look back at the years. Did I appreciate enough when things were good? You don't have to find a deep issue you need to fix. Lack of appreciation, it's lack of connection to the Creator. What is the period of teshuvah, repentance, reflection? All the moments I did not connect to the Creator in the past year. I denied the Creator. I was more busy in my head than knowing that the Creator is here. Appreciation, it's power of the way to demonstrate the certainty the Creator is here. And then you are with the Creator. And when you're not acknowledging it, you're not feeling it, you're not taking the time, you planted a seed of disconnection. Not that God is punishing us. Consciousness is everything. Either the Creator is with me now or not. Every moment you did not acknowledge the Creator is with you, not with you. He's not with you. Then we need to learn lessons in a tough way. So it's a great week to reflect. You're right. I was not appreciated this meeting, this connection with people, these creative ideas, this amazing time, this amazing vacation, this amazing new friend, amazing connection with my child. I took it for granted.
I think it's so important, especially this week when we go through that reflection process. And to me, I have these moments every so often where I feel so fortunate to have this perspective, to have this consciousness, to hear this wisdom, to even, I had a realization about something that I did, or maybe something I didn't do over the past year that I would like to work on and transform and focus on. And I had this moment of overwhelming gratitude that I heard the message at that moment. And I realized something about myself that I think has been, either I've been avoiding it or blind to it for so long. And I was so grateful in that moment that my ears were open, that I had the thought that that the light allowed me to see and to listen to the conversation in a different way. And I think it's that simple. Beginning on that level where you sit back for a moment and you have that kind of awe, right? It's very easy to go and watch a beautiful sunset or a waterfall, or, and you're in awe of nature. Nature is at work all the time, revealing miracles to us all the time. And that's so different it's such a different approach in the month of Virgo, when it's so easy to fall into the criticism and the being harsh on ourselves and being heavy about it. The fact that you have this wisdom, that you can shift your perspective, that you have access to the tools that are going to help you have a dramatically better year than last year, even that, just sit in that for a moment. It's unbelievable. Billions of people in the world don't have that. And from that place, approach your growth and your transformation this week, this month. I think it's going to create a revolution for all of us.
Beautiful.
Weekly Energy Boost is available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can follow us there to receive more content to help you apply everything we share every week. You can also go to weeklyenergyboost.com to look through our archives, send us a message, and click the donate button to support making Weekly Energy Boost possible. But as always, share this episode, like, rate, and review it wherever you're listening. And we'll see you next week on the Weekly Energy Boost.